Hi everyone, so it's Friday night, which means it's time to drink some beer and sit in the shed and talk some shit. Right, so it's Fuck It Friday. Got a nice pint of beer there. This is the summer Kolsch off of the keg behind me that you just saw me pouring off. Pretty pleased with how that's come out. So lovely clarity on it. I did cheat a little bit with some gelatin on this one. My other beers in the keg normally do clear up pretty well, but this one was taking a little while to drop clear, so I got bored of waiting and slung some gelatin in there, and as you can see, it does the trick. You get that real crystal clear clarity doing that, which is good. So this beer's got summer hops in it, so I called it summer Kolsch. I didn't put that many in, so it's not quite as I was hoping for something a little bit fruity, not quite so traditional for a Kolsch, but in the end it's ended up coming out tasting pretty much like a traditional Kolsch because the summer hops seem to be fairly mild. It's got a little bit of a slight fruitiness to it, but I only put about an ounce or 30 grams in as late addition with that, so I think you need to chuck a bit more in with those to really get the it's supposed to have a sort of apricot and melon flavour to it. Anyway, so yeah, Fuck It Friday, my man Chris Millington, aka Alchemist Homebrew, I'll stick a little link up to his channel. Get subscribed to him and watch his videos because he's worth a laugh. His old Chris, he put up a video tonight for Fuck It Friday in answer to a challenge laid down by our friend across the pond, Mr. Neuberger, and he told me that I should do a video as well, so any excuse to sit in the shed and drink beer basically. So cheers Chris, cheers Craig. I know Craig's a big fan of the Kolsch, so this would be a good beer for you, I reckon, Craig, although it's nowhere near your standard drinking strength, just 4.4%. I think most of Craig's Kolsch's are about double that in ABV. Anyway, so what else is going on? The other beer that I've just put on keg recently is a golden ale back there. I think that's could probably do with a little bit more time to condition, but it's quite nice. Got Centennial, Cascade and some EKG hops in it. It's come out really nice. I was hoping for a sort of yeah, kind of golden ale with a hint of the American hop, so it's not massively hoppy, but it's got enough there to give it a bit of character. That was the first beer using a new yeast that I've been trying out, W07 White Labs, which is supposedly a liquid version of SO4. I didn't realise that until I'd actually brewed with it, because I'm not actually a massive fan of SO4, but the beer that's come out with that one seems to be quite nice. I say I'm not a fan of SO4. I've never really used it myself, but I know that I've had lots of commercial or microbrewery beers that have been brewed. I know for a fact have been brewed with SO4, and I've not always enjoyed them that much and kind of put it down to the yeast. So maybe it's not the yeast, maybe I'll try SO4. Who knows? We shall see. But that beer's come out nice. The Kolsch is coming up good. What else is going on? I've got a few beers brewing at the moment, or in various stages of brewing. So let's have a little look around at what's going on with those. So in the brew fridge back here, got it set at 11 degrees, because down the bottom here, hang on, I can't see where I'm pointing this now. Down the bottom here we've got my American hopped lager. I'm doing a video on this one because this is my first beer using Imperial Global yeast, which is one of those yeast packets, big yeast packets that they're selling now. Quite expensive, but twice as much yeast as you get in most other liquid yeast brands. That's about, how long has that been in there now? About 5 days, 5-6 days since I pitched that one. You can see looking pretty murky still, lots of yeast floating around in there, so that's still doing its thing. Smells a bit eggy as well, so it's got that classic lager fermentation aroma going on. And then up the top here, this one's nearly ready for bottling, and this is a Galaxy and Mochuika pale ale that I've made. I've been looking around for decent Galaxy hops for ages, because all of the ones that I've bought in recent times have been really shit, to be honest. Lots of really over bitter, quite grassy tasting Galaxy pellets around last year anyway. These ones I actually got off a Beer Hawk, believe it or not, so seemed like they're a good source, judging on the aroma that's coming off of that at the moment, and hopefully it will turn out well. So it's a recipe I've done before. I know it's a good beer if it's made well and the hops are good. What else have I got to report? So yeah, a couple of beers there on the go. Another new acquisition for the brew shed, which I'm running out of cable here, hang on. If you can see behind me, I've got a bug zapper, so we're getting to that time of year now where it's getting a little bit warmer in the shed. I've got a little thermometer down here, so you can see it's about 23 degrees in here at the moment, and it's yeah, quite late at night now, so during the day it's getting pretty hot. Bugs are starting to come out, fruit flies all over the place, so I bought one of those off of Amazon for, I think it was only 25 quid, and yeah, it's claimed a few victims already, which I'm quite excited about. Not noticed any fruit flies buzzing around the beer taps and the drip trays and stuff, so that's good. Yeah, hopefully just something to ward off those fruit flies, especially because obviously they carry lots of nasty bacteria that can turn your booze to vinegar and so on, and we don't want that. Yeah, so anything else going on at the moment? Oh yeah, one thing I did want to say is, if you watch the videos for the competition I just did, the 700 subs, I sent out the surprise beer mails to Harry Brew 69, and Hapless got some as well for getting so many nominations. Thanks to both of them for giving me some reviews on those beers and shout outs and stuff. Harry Brew mentioned it in 2 videos and did one video where he tasted the beers. He seemed really to enjoy those. I think he got quite pissed up on them as well, which was good. And since I got those shout outs from him, because he's got like 7,000 subscribers or something ridiculous like that, I've seen just a massive jump up in the number of subs, so thanks Harry for that. And yeah, unfortunately it means that I won't be doing an 800 subs competition, because I went past 800 subs about a week and a half after I finished or posted the videos for the 700 one. So yeah, can't afford to do any more comps right now. I will probably leave it until if I get to the 1,000 subs and do a big competition then, because currently up to, where is it, 844, yeah, so I mean I've literally like jumped up by about nearly 150 subs in the space of 2 or 3 weeks. Mainly thanks to those, well, especially the shout outs from Harry, but from Hapless as well, no doubt. So cheers for that, guys, and yeah, hopefully get to 1,000 soon and do a nice big competition for that. Otherwise, brewing plans, I've got a couple more lagers lined up. So the RO system, since I've had that, I've been really into doing my lagers or kind of lager style beers. So the Kolsch is kind of like a lager, but it's obviously not brewed with a lager yeast. I think I'm going to do I'm definitely going to do a remake of the Pivo Pilsner, because that got annihilated in about 2 weeks and it was really nice. That was one of the beers that got reviewed by Hapless and Harry Brew 69, and yeah, I want more of that because it was delicious. Got absolutely caned by all my friends who came round as well and tried it, so don't know how much of it I got to drink myself, but I did enjoy the ones that I did drink. doing a batch of that. A Vienna lager I think lined up as well. I've got a good recipe off of Chris Robertson for a beer that he sent me that was excellent. I think that actually originally came from Dean off Tube Dinos or Tube Dinos for a Vienna lager with Hallertau Blanc. So I think I'm definitely going to do that one at some point soon. And as it's in season, elderflowers are out, so another batch of elderflower champagne I think will be en route. I did some last year but fucked it up slightly because I think I put too much sugar in initially, and the yeast was done basically when I tried to prime it and re-ferment in the bottles to make it fizzy. But this time I'm going to try and just ferment it out and then probably stick it in a keg and force carbonate it, because it'll be quicker and it will also mean that I don't have to worry about sediment in the bottle. So I've got one of those counter pressure bottle filler things, so I'll be able to fill it off the keg with that, which should make for slightly well, no sediment basically, and hopefully a clearer beer, clearer elderflower champagne as a result. I think that's all I've got to talk about now for tonight, so let's leave it there and say happy Fuck It Friday everybody, and hope you're enjoying your evening and your home brews if you're having some tonight, and I will see you all soon. So cheers.
I'm the dude, so that's what you call me, you know, that or his dudeness or duder or you know, El Duderino.